Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back in War Tycoon, but today I'm going to be ranking every land vehicle. And that's right, I said land, and that means no boats and no helicopters, because no one uses boats, so why would I rank those? And helicopters are just all too overpowered, so they would all just be right at the top. So that means we're only going to be ranking stuff that can be found in here and here. And starting off at the worst spot, the worst vehicle in my opinion in this game, believe it or not, very easy, MRZR buggy. This is a brand new vehicle they added in the most recent update, and well, it is complete garbage. Just take a look. This vehicle provides literally zero protection. Your whole body is visible from the side, and your whole top half is visible from the front. And the back, you can also get shot. Honestly, I don't use this over the Land Rover. I mean, it is slightly faster, but trust me, it is not worth it, because this thing will get you killed so fast, and it definitely deserves the worst spot. And now we're moving on to the next completely garbage vehicle, but slightly better, and that is the Land Rover. And as I just said, it's not quite as fast as the MRZR buggy, only being able to go 40 instead of 45. But look at the protection. Although people can shoot through the mesh at the back, it's hard to see you, and also you have a lot more protection from the sides, especially your lower half of the body. It's honestly just a lot safer to ride in this. Also, it provides good cover. You can hide in the back of this thing if you're getting shot at, and no one will be able to see you, unlike the MRZR, because that thing is literally made out of sticks of metal. So I definitely recommend this for new players, because although it's garbage, at least you'll stand a chance. But anyways, moving on to the third spot, it is in the vehicle bay, and it is the ATV. This thing, it sucks. I know this is another recent addition, and it has like you can get shot easier in this vehicle than anything else. Your whole back is exposed, your whole side, your whole front, your whole top. You have zero protection. Although it's fast, the handling on this thing is like bottom of the barrel type of stuff. Look at it. It's like it takes so long to turn, and it just completely goes flying. Honestly, I don't recommend it, especially because it's not even faster than lots of vehicles in this game. So like, what's the point of using it? Okay, now we're on to the fourth spot, and this is actually something that isn't completely garbage. Like, it's actually somewhat useful, and that is the Humvee. So as you can see, I have a very ugly skin on it. This is not completely garbage. I mean, the speed isn't too bad. I mean, obviously it doesn't exactly go flying, but it's not too bad. As well as the protection it provides is really good. You cannot get shot from the back. The windows are very small from the side and front as well, meaning that especially if you're driving, you're pretty much safe. The main thing you might have to worry about when driving this is that this vehicle does not have a ton of health, so you might have to watch out about that. Not too bad. It's the first vehicle that I actually sometimes use. But anyways, moving on to the fifth spot, it is actually two vehicles because they're very similar, and that is the Hawkeye and the Gurkha MPV. As you can see, I don't trust these bars. I mean, I wouldn't really trust them ever. They both have very solid shielding, which, like, it's fine. They're also both the first vehicles you unlock that have guns mounted. Obviously, the guns aren't too overpowered, as they probably should be, but it's not too bad, all things considered. Both of these vehicles are great early game vehicles, and I mean, they're pretty solid. But anyways, now for the sixth spot, and this is very similar to the past two guns, it's just a little bit better, and that is the tactical JLTV. Honestly, it's quite similar to the last two vehicles I mentioned. The main difference being that this thing is actually fast. It goes 60 miles per hour, and it has really good shielding from the sides. Like, look at me. I'm just like a 10 group of pixels over there. It is very difficult to shoot someone through that tiny gap, especially at long range. It's gonna be hard. But the main plus about this gun is it has a shielded gunner. And as you just saw, it is quite good. I mean, this guy, he's obviously new to the game. He's really bad. Mostly any competent player could take me out, but lucky for you, most players in this game aren't competent, meaning that if you're in the gunner, especially if you have someone driving for you, you're pretty safe, all things considered. That is up until you run into a player that's actually good at the game. Overall, this is the first vehicle that I actually use on a regular basis because it's pretty solid. And in my opinion, it probably has one of the best models in this game. It looks really cool. But now on to the 7th spot. This is a really solid vehicle. The main problem being with this is that you need to complete a task in order to get it, but especially if you have an alt account, you can do it pretty fast, and then you unlock a really fun vehicle. This thing, it just launches rockets. The rockets do a lot of damage and can even one-shot a player if you get a direct hit. The main problem being that they don't stand a chance when it comes to reloading, because this thing takes a long time to reload. It is not that good. As well, the health on this thing, it can get taken out so fast by almost anything else. Holy! I mean, maybe if you're lucky you can hit some snipes, but I'm gonna be honest, that was pure luck what I just saw there. But overall, really fun vehicle, and honestly, anything past this point, they're all amazing vehicles. I decided to do another grouping for the 8th spot, and that is the Guardian and the Laser 3 APC. These vehicles are quite similar. I honestly say that they trade blows in lots of areas. Like right now I'm in the Guardian, and this thing has a higher top speed, although the main problem is that you're not all that protected. As you can see, you can get sniped through this little window. And although the window is small, it is still worth mentioning that if you're going up against a skilled sniper, you'll get completely decimated. Like you just saw there, it's still really solid and it's really fun to fight in. Definitely one of my favorite vehicles, and same thing as the Laser 3, because as I said, the main difference is that the Laser 3 has a slightly lower top speed. Although you can't get sniped. I mean, there's this tiny little hole right here, but realistically, no one's gonna kill you through that unless they're hacking. But anyways, moving on to the vehicle that I probably use the most, and that is a Robux vehicle. Coming over here, it's in the vehicle tent, and that is the Speedy Humvee. This thing does not have guns. You're not using it to take out people, but what you are using it for is to get from point A to point B at record speed. Because look at this thing. It has a practically unlimited top speed. Especially on a map like this, like we're going 100 miles per hour, which is much faster than anything else in this game. It's honestly a really fun vehicle and my personal choice if you're trying to drive anywhere. But anyways, moving on to the final vehicle, I'm sure it surprises nobody. This thing costs a lot of Robux for a reason. It is the Boxer MRAV. This is a complete tank of a vehicle, having the most health out of anything in the game. Honestly, if someone kills me, this is the vehicle I'm taking out, because this thing, it absolutely decimates. Although it only has a single machine gun, it doesn't have rockets or anything special. Because of how much sheer health it has, this thing absolutely decimates. But anyways, that's been it for today's video, so make sure to like if you hate furries, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.